Would you like to talk about your work or just take questions, or how would you like to do it?
I'll just take questions and go from there. It'll be easier.
Right.
Anybody have a question?
Well, the question comes up as,
Well,
how have you developed your
Tina had a
content?
question before. You want to pose it again?
Oh, I want to know what was your impotence, your first impotence for the collection?
My first what?
Impotence.
Impotence.
influence.
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 Like, why did you start? The first time you picked it, right? The first time you picked up a pen, you're like, I'm gonna draw this wild thing. Where did it come from?
Oh, that I have no idea. I've been drawing since I was a little kid, so I'm a doodler. I've always been a doodler, and I was heavily influenced by my older brother, who would do cartoons. So he's a computer guy now, but he started out with cartooning. So, and I wanted to, you know, do whatever he was doing. So I started to draw too, and yeah. So that's why I started drawing. And, you know, I paint the way I do because I don't really know how to paint.
Oh, no, don't say that. That's, of course you know how to paint. Just do it.
Yes, I'd say. Don't
So
say that again.
interpretation, improvisation.
Yeah, yeah.
And I love that because it's so pure. You know what I mean? You create the moment.
Yeah.
And all this character, I don't think you're thinking about that before. You painting and just when you stain your canvas, they start to show up who they are.
Exactly.
I had the opportunity to see your process for a whole day, and I was sitting behind you, and I see all your process, and that was fantastic.
That's a good way to put it, Carlos. That's exactly it. Because she shared with me before as well. But the way you articulated that, that's exactly what her process
You have to be with her, you understand the process.
I missed that. You start with the staining of the colors? Is that what
Yeah,
you're
I
saying?
just start with a big mess.
Yeah.
So I just throw paint on the canvas, you know, I'll do it really watery. I turn the canvas, I let it drip. I just let the paint do whatever it wants. And I don't have any preconceived conception of what I want the image to be or anything. And I'll just step back from it. Once I feel like I had enough playtime with the mess, I'll just step back and look at it and see what I see what kind of images are popping out of there, and I'll go in and start to detail things. But then I go through a process, so I'll start to detail things and I'll build it up a little bit, and then I'll mess it up all over again. And then I'll build it up and then mess it up all over again. And that stage of the painting could last
It's like
forever.
having a conversation.
Yeah, it could last for as long as it wants to last. It really tells me when it's like, wait. Okay,
Yeah.
this is it. This is the image that's meant to come out, and that's when I stop, and that's when I start like finalizing everything, and you know, like tightening everything up. I'll block a lot of these. You'll see I block out the background because originally those canvases, the whole thing was just a complete mess. So I have to, you know, take a solid, I take a solid color and I kind of block it out so the image pops a little bit more.
But it's so interesting that you said you see faces everywhere.
Everywhere.
And sometimes you're not sure where an eye goes or a tooth, so you just like put it in both places.
Exactly.
And do the red eyes signify something special? Is that anger coming out or
No, there's
hardship?
nothing angry or dark or sad or anything about, and these are all, no matter how they look, they're lighthearted and humorous.
So, whenever I go to some place and your work is there, like I can spot it from across the room because you have such a unique, recognizable style. But a lot of people who have a unique, recognizable style keep doing the same thing over and over again, which you don't do at all. Your work keeps changing it. Sometimes it's the landscapes, and sometimes it's the blocked out ones or whatever. How do you maintain the style but still have different things happening? How do you keep it like fresh?
I think it's because I let go of all control. You know, so it's whatever's flowing through me is what's coming out. So
At the same time, you take everything to your own word.
yes,
So
so I'm the
you make
filter.
interpretation.
So I think my filter is what's keeping it consistently looking like it's my stuff. Yet what's coming through, I have no control over. So whatever the painting wants to be,
So-
that's what it's going to be.
So if a
Your
figure
style
gets
is
2
your
or 3
style.
eyes, it had nothing to do with what you thought, it's just what came out?
Yeah, exactly. So it's not like I go into a painting saying this figure is going to have 3 eyeballs or 4 ears or whatever.
Yeah.
But are they having a conversation, these people in your paintings?
Oh, sure, they're interacting in all different ways.
Anything in particular that comes to mind?
No, it's all your interpretation. That's your job to figure that out.
Hey,
Do you dream about these at all when you're sleeping? To get ideas?
No, my dreams are, no, I'm astro planning on a different realm in my dreams. I don't know, I consider the image is already there on the canvas. It's just my job to do the work to bring it out. So it has little to do with me and my thoughts. It's more, maybe because I'm an incredible sponge when I go out and about. Like I'm absorbing everything from all around me. So I think I store that stuff, and then once I start working, it gets filtered out. I don't know if that makes any sense, but that's.
These creatures that you create, do you, I know you think that we should be providing interiors for them, but I'm wondering if you ever revisit them, or when you're working with them, have any kind of insight into their psyches. Like, who is this creature? Why is this creature here? What does this creature want to say? Is there a message here, or is it?
And how did it come out of me?
Sometimes I wonder what they're trying to tell me. You know, it's like, why are these guys holding squirrels? I don't know. You know, they really like, I really like squirrels, and they apparently really like squirrels as well. So we relate on that level. But yeah, no.
Where did LOOKETHA come from?
It's a really quick way of saying, look at that. Because I like, one of my goals in painting is when the final image is produced, that every time you look at the canvas, you see something new. So it's always that sense of wonder. It's always like, oh, look at that. You know, that's like something to spark your imagination.
Okay.
So that's one.
You know, there's a word for that describes seeing faces in places like tree bark or the grain of a floor. It's called pareidolia.
Yes.
Yeah, you know about that.
Yeah, yeah. So a lot of people have it.
All
you know.
humans do it,
Yes.
yeah.
It's a, you know, it's part of our, what do you call it? Kind of a prehistoric
Evolution.
Evolution, because we want to be able to spot faces in the woods to know if there's a threat there. So maybe
What was the term again?
Pareidolia.
Pareidolia.
Yeah.
Thank you. Learned a new word.
It's word of the day.
I gotta remember it myself.
Well, it's similar to a word in Polish called pierdola. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but so pierdola, pareidolia. So that's how I was able to remember that peculiar word.
It's crazy. A
Crazy.
little crazy.
Pierdola is just something.
Yeah,
Anyway.
I had no idea. Sam told me that too. I had no idea.
Is it LOOKETHA? Oh,
Like, that's perfect.
crazy. Yeah.
Do you have any sketchbooks still in existence from childhood?
From childhood, no.
No.
I have probably hundreds of sketchbooks from my adulthood, but childhood, no. Childhood, I would sketch a lot. I didn't have like designated books. I just had paper. And my parents were great. My parents were not artists, but they were very supportive. And when I first started to like really draw and, you know, get serious about it, you know, when I was like 8 or 10 or whatever. My father would actually go and make photocopies and hand them out to people. Share them with people.
And where are those photocopies?
Who knows? They're in the hands of, you know,
Maybe at the Louvre.
unknown collectors. Yeah.
He probably passed them out to all his coworkers.
You mind sharing with, I mean, we were across from each other at the Nest for a while, and I still miss you. I'm still so sad that you left me.
Sorry.
But I was introduced to Marcella in Black Rock at the Park City. She had some art there, and I remember going there for Cinco de Mayo. I think it was in 21. It could have been 22. And I saw her work, and I was like, oh my God. And I was just fascinated. I was looking at it, and she had this little write-up, and it was all like, kind of like in this unique handwriting, and it was saying she's a local artist and what she's about. It was just like this little postcard, and I was just engaged, and I was like showing my husband, and I was like, look over there and look over there. And she had all these paintings at Park City Music Hall, and I had never met her at the time. And then a few years later, she moves in across the hall from me. And I'm like, oh my, I was like a groupie. I was so like just blown away that she was like right there and she's across the hall. And I explained to her how I first saw her work and been in love ever since. And so, what was I gonna say? Oh, do you mind sharing with people why you keep your art prices so reasonable? Because we've had that talk.
Yeah, I want people like me to be able to own them. So, yeah. I want them to have homes. I want them to, you know, I don't necessarily want to be part of a hobby for rich people.
Right.
You know? I want it to have more value than that. So someone like me who likes it enough where it's still a stretch for them to purchase it, but yet, you know, they like it that much that they can bring it into, and they're willing to bring it into their homes.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Very empathic, yes. Wow. So but you don't think of yourself necessarily as a conduit or anything. You just like create these things naturally.
Yeah.
Right? So, I mean,
I'm just compelled to do it.
Compelled.
Compelled. I can't not do it.
Yeah. Well, that's the mark of, you know, real genius then, because you're able to do that. Usually, a lot of, you know, people in the rational world have mind blocks to be able to do that. So that's quite, you know, very gifted. Very gifted. You know, I mean, that's the thing that artists are able to accomplish, I think. But your work is quite extraordinary, and the dimensionality and wow, so much stuff going on.
Really stands out.
Yeah.
What artists do you, you know, are your influences?
I really enjoy Max Ernst. I love Hannah Hawk. Francis Bacon. He's one of our favorites.
Lucian Freud.
Lucian Freud.
These are very dark.
Yeah.
Freud is much darker than what you're doing, though. I mean, he's deliberately dark.
Yeah.
Which one?
Lucian Freud.
I think these could be seen as dark.
But
I do.
I
don't think it's whatever you see, what you see, but
yeah, it's all your own interpretation. Some people see them as incredibly creepy and not for them, or some people find them humorous.
Well, for an example, Lucian Freud, at the time, for instance, Francis Bacon's work was different until he met Lucian Freud, and then there was a really strong influence of negativity that came out at that point in Bacon's work, in my opinion.
Yeah.
You know.
And also Maggie Hamblin.
Yeah.
She's a wonderful British artist.
Yeah.
She's great.
I told you
quite the character.
Harmonious.
Yes, absolutely.
What was that?
Hieronymus Bosch.
Oh, Bosch, yeah.
Well, Keitha, do you have a secret life? Ready to reveal what that is to us right now?
It's a secret.
A secret life?
Yeah.
Yeah, right, it's a secret.
Well, if you don't have a secret life, you have a day job?
No day job.
No,
I'm just an
that's
artist.
great.
I'm a full-time artist. My husband, Christopher, is a full-time musician. We're very sensible people.
Yeah, culture.
That's great.
Very
Culture.
sensible life.
Yeah.
Do you teach?
I do not teach, no. I mean, I'd be willing to, but I don't know if anyone would trust themselves.
Well, right now you are. Right now.
But I also
Divulging your
have to say that I'm incredibly
concepts.
influenced by Bridgeport. And I'm so happy that this is here. And yeah, and that the art community in Bridgeport is so big and so awesome.
Right.
And I was born and raised in Bridgeport. I've lived here my whole life. My ancestors are from Bridgeport. My great-grandfather came here from Poland in the 1880s, and he was a photographer. He had his photography studio on the corner of Arctic and East Main Street. And
Really? Yeah.
my grandmother Marcella, who was his photography assistant, she moved in right around the corner on Brook Street. And then my dad bought the house next door on Brook Street. And yeah, lived there our whole lives. And Christopher's family is also from Bridgeport. Ogden Street, right around the corner. We might be related, who knows? So it's okay. Yes.
That's where I grew up.
Oh, awesome.
Before I came to visit it.
Ah. So our families might have known each other.
I had no.
But yeah, and his family owned a guitar store.
Music, yeah.
Yeah.
Music school and store.
Music school and store. So.
And where was that?
It was on
Boston and North.
Boston and North. That's right. It was called Source Music City.
Oh.
It was right down the road from LaDon's Music. If you guys remember that.
And Beardsley Park.
Wow.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
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 So we're both deep rooted
Oh,
in
yeah.
Bridgeport, and we love the art here. And this, I could definitely say, the colorfulness and everything in the neighborhood that I grew up in adds so much to my work. And the craziness and the insane neighborhood, but there was murals and art everywhere, so it was very influential.
You know any Polish words?
I know some bad words. I know hush tutaj.
Okay.
I know yakshimash.
Yeah.
Dziękuję. Yeah.
Okay, then you know, you'll get along fine in Poland.
I'm a rumor source.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Have you ever done ceramics?
Haven't done ceramics. I actually worked as an assistant in a ceramics studio for a little while. Well,
Sweet.
like 4 years. But I love ceramics. You do ceramics, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You do ceramics at the Nest?
Mm-hmm.
I want to come and do ceramics. If you'll have me.
Yeah.
If you'll have my weirdness.
I feel like some plates like this would be insane. Like dinnerware.
I would oh wow, yeah.
That would be crazy.